G'day guys, Jason here from Positive Real Estate again, and welcome back to the Friday update, the market update, some tips and strategies. Hey, this week I'm going to talk about a thing that I love called the migration of money. As an investor, you don't want to be stuck in one market. Australia, there's Australia, nice drawing, huh? Pretty cool. Listen, you don't want to be stuck in one market. You don't want to be stuck in one state and go up and down with that state. All right. As an investor, you want to compound your returns cleverly and move your money and equity around. And what do I mean by that? It's best to show you in a drawing because as a visual you'll understand what I mean. Not every state and not every property and not every market goes up and down at the same time. They cycle at different times. Last week we talked about making wise decisions, trying to pick the bottom of the market. So let's do a bit of an example, and one we've done over the last few years, okay? Who remembers a lovely little town called Perth over here in Western Australia? Great place. Many years ago, about 5 or 6 years ago, we saw some great opportunities, some buying opportunities, some rental opportunities over in that marketplace, and it hadn't done anything for about 6 years. It's gone flat in its price growth. So we're like, hey, usually everything goes up in 7 to 10 years or doubles in value. Perth has done nothing for 6 years. Time to get in the market. So we picked that bottom, guys. We got it, we bought well, we made sure the price was right when we negotiated the deal. And what happened in Perth? Who remembers? It went crazy. We had a resource boom and the market just went through the roof. Okay? 3 years going, growth. And property prices over there didn't just double, some of them tripled. And I experienced buying a property at $150,000 and I sold it for just under $500,000 in 3 years. That's kind of nice. So we're picking the market, we get a ride, okay? And so after those 3 years, do you keep sitting in that Western Australian market going, this is going to last forever? No clever person thinks it's going to last forever. And so as a property investor, we want to look for the next market. Sometimes we have to sell. Sometimes you do. We prefer not to, but if you have to, hey, that's okay. But what we would prefer to do is take our equity, either through a refinance or a top-up, and move it to the next market. This is the migration of money, okay, migration. And so the next market for us that we were looking at, and two were happening around about the same time, was Adelaide, great little market, mining driven as well, and also Melbourne. Melbourne was getting ready to do its thing. Both of those markets, we shifted some of our dollars and our equity from Western Australia, and we shifted it into Adelaide and Melbourne. And hey, who remembers what Melbourne's done for the last 18 months, 2 years? Growth on growth. Even 3 years has done really well. I think Melbourne's at the top right now. Don't expect market growth in Melbourne. You might do some other strategies, but don't expect market growth there. And the same with Adelaide. It went up. It went up 2 years in a row. Fantastic. We bought good quality properties, the right price point, and within 3 years, we've gone from one market to 2 other markets, and our money is continuing to grow. All right, we're not sitting stagnant or we're not flattening out. Our equity is growing, migrating the money around, chasing the market, picking the right time in the market to invest. It's a very cool thing, and you get double, triple, quadruple the return on your equity and your investment rather than just staying in one marketplace and riding that growth. What's the next thing? About 18 months ago, 2 years ago, we saw a little town. It was only a little town called Sydney. Everyone knows Sydney, right? Sydney hadn't done anything, right, for about 6 years. Hey, Sydney's a strong town, okay? And the yields and the opportunities in Sydney were fantastic. Discounts were there, rental yields were strong, undersupply was giving good pressures, and we migrated our money from these markets because we saw them slowing down and coming to their peak. All right, we migrated our money to Sydney, and we've had fantastic returns in Sydney. Good growth. Good discount when we bought at the right time. Our rental yields have grown, okay? 20, 30, 40% rental yield growth as well as capital growth in Sydney. So we're very, very happy chappies. Right now, we are moving. We're not away just yet. See, we still think there's some good opportunity in Sydney, but we're moving up to Brisbane. There's some great opportunities in Brisbane right now, okay? And for looking to the future, our pick probably in the next sort of 12, 18 months, 2 years, is we're going to be coming back to Perth, okay? And interesting, you see a bit of a cycle going around. The migration of money, guys, okay? From one market to another market. Another way to migrate your money is from a B or a C or a B class property to an A class property. And what do I mean by that? I'll give you an example. I bought a property in Kalgoorlie many years ago, about 6 years ago. Actually 7 years ago now, I keep thinking time's going on quickly. I bought that property for $98,000. I sold that property for $399,000 a number of years later. I wasn't thinking that Kalgoorlie was going to go from 400 grand to 800 grand the next 10 years. So I migrated my money out of a secondary market, or what I call a C or a B class area, and I bought a waterfront property, never to be built out, with the equity in Queensland, great location, with the equity that I'd grown there. And who thinks a waterfront property is going to grow more in value? Absolutely. Waterfront always grows, especially beachfront properties, always grows better. So guys, we've got migration of money using the states, and we migrate our money from C and B class properties to A class property because they are the best long-term buy and hold type of properties we want as property investors. So guys, there's my tip for the week, the migration of the money. If you want to learn more about how to migrate your money, you know, when to do it, what type of property deals to do it, the strategy wrapped around it, does that strategy suit you? You need to come along to one of our property information nights. We hold them every month in a capital city near you. And come along and see our coaches. They're fantastic guys. They've got awesome experiences and skills. And sit down with one of them and have a chat, and work out a plan and see how you can use your existing equity, increase your strategy, and get a great result by using the migration of money. Anyway, guys, that's it from me this week. Get out there in the marketplace, do some investing. Come along and see us at our property information night soon. Take care, and bye for now.